What's up, guys? I'm randomfrankp, back with episode 253 of Room Tour Project, the series where we show off some of the best setups to give you some ideas and inspirations for your own setup. This week we got some killer ones planned. We'll call this Hot Damn Edition. See anything you like today? I'll have it all listed for you in the description down below so you can check out all the gear and hardware. We'll kick it off now. 253. This episode is sponsored by Whirlwind FX and their Signal RGB software, which is a free RGB platform to let you control all your RGB PC hardware, peripherals, and even have cool reactive lighting and on-screen mirroring RGB effects during your gameplay. This means no more having like 5 different companies' RGB software on your PC just to control their hardware. It can all be done through here. I use it with their FX strips and it makes gaming even more immersive. New games and integrations are constantly being added, and it's just really cool to see a company really revolutionize the same RGB effects we've had for years, and now take it to the next level with community support. It really is community driven. People are always creating and sharing their own effects, plus they have a Discord server for sharing as well. If you want to check it out, I'll have a link for you listed in the description down below.
First up, we have Scott C, and as you can see, he's got the dual gaming setup going on with the more traditional desk setup over on the left side of the room, and on the right side is the racing rig. Always love seeing one of these and how they come together. But let's check out the main desk setup first. Got the nice triple monitor setup going on in the whole, TIE Fighter orientation. And the primary display there in the middle is a 35-inch BenQ. It's their EX3501 model. And the 2 vertical monitors on the outside are 2 27-inch Dell Ultrasharp models. Loving the darker gray wall, the nice warm desktop, and as you can see, obviously a car enthusiast, car lover. Got the spanned wallpaper, the 3 model cars, nice and symmetrical, great decor, and like I said, just really good symmetry here. Taking a peek down to the peripherals, we do have an Apple Magic keyboard and an Apple Magic mouse, because this entire setup over here is powered by his MacBook Pro. It's a 17-inch, and he calls this portion of his setup, the workstation. So not a lot of gaming going on, because obviously, as you saw, got the whole racing sim right next to it. So this is the workstation, but still comes together and looks really nice with the triple monitor setup. But now, we're gonna go check out the racing rig. There is a ton of actual detail to everything he has here from Fanatec, and I'll just drop it all down below. I'm not going to go over every single thing, so I don't know what half of it means. But over on this side of the room, he has a Samsung 49-inch ultra-wide monitor. It's a CRG 49-inch model. Really, really nice. And over here, he has the Alienware RGB keyboard with their Alienware wireless mouse. And for audio, he has the Corsair Void Elite RGB wireless headset. And this is all being powered by his Alienware Aurora R12. Inside of an Intel i9 11900KF. Their naming's always so weird. Got 32 gigs of RAM and an RTX 3080 inside. But man, really, really nice stuff over here. Again, it's a really great multi-purpose room. You get the work done on one side, focus over there. When you're done, kick back and relax, get some gaming done over on the right side of the room. So really digging this one, Scott. I think it came together really well. And like I said, symmetry, on point, the racing decor, the whole theme you have going on, 10 out of 10. Next up, we have Alex, and this is from his Instagram. If you want to check him out, definitely do over there. This is a really nice console gaming setup. So no PC or anything, all console based. And as you can see with the decor, the way it's all styled and laid out, this looks beautiful. You can see obviously a big PlayStation fan with all the nods of the controllers and the Sony logos. Really loving this. Believe it or not, I get a lot of requests to just do like a console edition episode, but I don't get nearly enough console submissions. So when I saw this one, saw how just awesome it looked, was definitely pumped to get it on the show for you guys. So Alex is rocking a 32-inch Philips Momentum monitor. It's 4K, got HDR and 60 Hz. And as you can see on the desktop, he has the PS5, the PlayStation 4 Pro, it's the God of War limited edition, and also some peripherals powering this as well. That includes the Logitech MX Master keyboard and the Logitech MX Master mouse. And for the speakers on each side of the desk, they're the M-Audio BX4 studio monitors. And I always have to reiterate, yes, speakers are also known as studio monitors. I'm not misspeaking, people. Google's free. Also for audio on the desktop, he has the Turtle Beach Stealth 700 Gen 2 headset. And for some extra RGB and stuff around the room from LifeX, he has their Z-Strip and the LifeX Beam to, again, just add some color and some more pizzazz. But man, like I said, we don't get nearly enough console submissions, and I just love how he has this all coming together. All the decor, all the nods to his love for Sony and PlayStation and just gaming in general, it really spices up the room a bit, All the extra personalization and stuff around the room just really gives it some more life. So really really digging this one. Again, if you want to check him out over on Instagram, definitely do. Killer setup. Okay, JD now coming in with a quadruple monitor setup. Loving the colors of the vibes here. A nice green and purple mixture, just reflected nicely as well by those tessellated textures on the wall there. Very similar to like a sound absorption panel, but these with that 3D tessellated block design. And as you can see, it does a really good job of adding some extra flair to the room and then mixing the RGB together on those panels. Really nice. Digging this. So for those 4 screens, the top overhead is a 32-inch LG monitor, and then we have 3 others, so I'm not sure which are which. I can only assume the center and the left monitor are 2 of the BenQ models, he said. And then on the right side, I think is an Alienware, but I'm honestly not sure. So there's an Alienware 360 hertz panel. I would assume maybe that would be the primary one in the center, because you would want that to be 360 hertz, but he didn't really specify on the sizes or which model is which. So we're gonna go with those are probably 24 or 27 inches on the bottom. Now checking out some of the gear and peripherals, he has a SteelSeries Apex Pro TKL keyboard with Logitech G Pro X super light mouse. Got it matching there with the white keycaps and the white mouse, so fitting in with the theme. And that's on an X-Ray Pad Aqua Control Plus mouse pad. Then for audio, you got the Beyerdynamic DT880 headphones as their premium edition, powered by the Audient ID4 Mark II audio interface. And also you can see on the desktop with a Shure SM7B microphone on a Rode PSA1 boom arm. Also, by the way, loving all the plants and ivy and stuff across the room. Not too sure if they're real, they might be artificial, but lots of variety, lots of extra green thrown in to, again, mix the theme, well, match the theme, mix and match, you get what I'm saying. Going right along with the wallpaper. Now, for that PC over on the right side of the desk, this is the very popular Leon Lee O11 dynamic case in white, and inside the Intel i9 10900K CPU with the Leon Lee 360 Galad AIO, 16 gigs of G-Skill Trident Z RGB RAM, an Asus Strix Z490A motherboard, and an EVGA GTX 1080 super clock graphics card. But a super clean build here for the PC, loving how it matches the theme as well. And with all the RGB and the fans and stuff, this can completely switch it all up, you know? Go different colors. Match a whole different theme of the setup if he wants. That's one of the great things about RGB, obviously, you know? First, it was green, purple, leafy. Now I got a whole sunset theme going on. Completely switches it up on the fly, change your setup without really changing anything. And that's why RGB is so popular. Now we've got SkweezyJibbss, probably a familiar name. We've had him on, I want to say towards the end of 2020. Now with the 2021 refresh, still super warm and cozy. Got those earthy vibes and tones going on. But like I said, a nice 2021 update. So let's check out what's all new. We do have a Gigabyte 27-inch, 170 hertz monitor here. This is the M27Q panel. Got one of the monitor light bars up top. Nice setup matching wallpaper with the leaves, the jungle, the theme. I mean, even check out the little like moss planters and stuff behind the monitor. All little things you can just add to the setup and make it feel so complete and homey and cozy at the same time. For his peripherals, his main keyboard is a GMMK Pro. He has KS3 black switches that are lubed with GMK white on black keycaps and a custom wrist rest. Of course, wooden to go along with some of the wooden accents throughout the setup. And for his mouse, you got the Corsair Iron Claw RGB wireless. Those speakers on each side of the monitor of the Edifier are 1280 dB bookshelf speakers, in addition to his HyperX Cloud Alpha Gold Edition headset. And you know, a lot of times with these cozy setups, we're going to have an ITX PC. The pictures here, as you can see, a lot of them are kind of blurry. Not too sure what happened. Might be a shutter speed issue because he was shooting in low light, but we'll forgive you, SkweezyJibbss. This is the Cooler Master NR200P case inside the Ryzen 5 3600, cooled by the Noctua NH-L9A. It's their Chromax Black Low Profile Edition. Got 16 gigs of G-Skill Ripjaws V-Series RAM on Gigabyte, mini ITX motherboard, and an Inno3D RTX 2070 Super graphics card. So really digging the vibes here, SkweezyJibbss. I do wish we had a bit more, you know, detail and clarity in some of these photos because it is low light. Kind of makes it hard to see with some of the blur. But nonetheless, still happy to see your 2021 update. And then last but definitely not least, buckle up right now because we have CJP, which stands for Cyber Junk Project. Yes, this setup, all the decor was made custom. From plastic, styrofoam, and cardboard, he said cost him just around $100. So transforming a triple monitor setup with tons of really cool decor, and the inspiration is entirely from the RX-0 Unicorn Gundam. That is entirely what brought this setup to life, he said. Also, check this out, he sent a little video along. The panels behind the monitors, they move outward, and there's a window right behind it. So you can have it opened, you can have it closed, get the whole gamer mode going on with the Gundam Unicorn, or open it up, get some natural lighting. This is crazy impressive. This, yet again, a perfect example of how just symmetry is so, pleasing to us. And it does something in our heads where when you see something symmetrical like this, like the way he has the background and everything laid out, it's just so much more aesthetically pleasing. But let's check out the hardware. I'm sure you guys are probably wanting to know. We have 3 Samsung Curve 24-inch monitors, and for the peripherals, we have the Keychron K4 with blue switches inside. The mouse is Logitech G900. Over to the wall-mounted PC, we have the very popular Thermaltake Core P1 Mini ITX case. Inside the Ryzen 7 2700X CPU with the Thermaltake Ring Flow 240 RGB AIO. 16 gigs of G.Skill Trident Z RGB RAM on an Asus ROG Strix X470i motherboard and an RTX 2080 Founders Edition GPU. But visually, when you have this Core P1 case, it fits the theme perfectly. Very Gundam looking for sure. But the setup as a whole is still just something to be in awe over. And the attention to detail and just how crafty you have to be to put something like this together with, in his words, junk. All the styrofoam and cardboard and plastic. Putting something this beautiful and detailed together with those materials is just jaw-dropping. And you can see for like those wall panels, it's pretty much what I would assume is like those, wall insulation foam panels. It's what I used in my setup to carve and make that like faux brick wall. And I assume it's that same thing. And for a lot of like the details, I assume it's either like tape to give it that really nice clean look, or he just went to work with some Sharpie and made it look perfect. I don't know, but the fact he did all this on a budget, and the fact that it moves is so crazy. Love the use of RGB, the use of colors integrated into those panels. It's just, wow. Truly a one-of-a-kind, jaw-dropping setup here. This is why I do this show. The inspiration. CJP is just destined for great things in life, whether it's an architect or some sort of designer. His craftiness is super unique and one of a kind, and I'm sure there's millions of people out there who would pay for his services to create something like this. Just, man, I'm out of words now. It's truly breathtaking.
All right, guys, so that'll do it for episode 253 of Room Tour Project. Hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget, check the links in the description down below for all the gear and hardware you saw, plus some very simple instructions on how to submit your setup. Feel free to follow me on Twitter at randomfrankp, and lastly, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Hope you all enjoyed. Have a good day.